Somebody, one of the viewers, asked me this question. I can't remember his username, but asked me about this about compressors in body work. Now, this is the compressor I use. It's a Husky made. It's an American made. It's made in USA and all that. It's 5 horsepower, 26 gallon, and it's at 120. It's set to the 120 volt. I can convert it to 240, and what'll happen is it'll run faster and catch up better. It puts out 6.6 CFM at 40 psi and 5.8 CFM at 90 psi. If you're wondering what CFM stands for, it's square cubic feet per minute. You know, so one thing that's nice about this is it's an oil-driven compressor, so it's pretty quiet when it runs. Like you'll hear it turn on. It runs pretty quiet. The one thing I like is that the oil, what it does is it keeps the piston inside cooler as it's running and forcing air through here into the tank. And you know, with an oilless compressor, they're pretty noisy and they die out pretty quick too, because it's just air cooling the motor. Sometimes air isn't that very cold, you know. When I change my oil, I check the belt behind here, check the tension and all, just make sure everything's tight still. And you know, after every run, I drain it down here at the bottom and I leave the drain open until the next time I use it, just to keep all the moisture, you know, out of there. That's another factor I gotta say to you here. When you're doing body work, you're painting, or you just want to keep your tools protected, buy one of these. It's a dryer for the air. What it does is it filters the air through here, it goes through this filter, and then it drops down here. Now what I did was I put desiccant beads in here too to trap more moisture. And at the end, when I hit the drain on this automatically opens up at the bottom and lets all the moisture out. And you know, other than that, when I paint, I use one of these barrel dryers here. You can buy them like this, or with desiccant beads like that in there, which I believe they work better. Maybe, you know, they're cheap as hell. They're like $5 each, maybe $10 for 2. You know, so one other thing is too, when you buy a compressor, check what it can power. Mine can do impact guns, air ratchet spray guns, air saws, die grinders, cut off wheels, air sanders, you know, for continuous use. So there you go. I hope that helps you. Whoever asked me a question, I can't remember your name, but yeah, there you go. Gallon tank size. If you're on a budget, I'd say anything above 20 gallon, 15, 20 gallons would be the best to use. So that's all. If I'm wrong in any way, correct me. But I'm just, you know, trying to help somebody. So don't ever use a little compressor like that to power anything, because it won't do shit. So that's all for now, guys.